oh, well, in the case of an emergency, we would try to use the woman's body as an incubator to just try to keep the pregnancy going as long as possible. I'm going to go ahead and say bull. Hey everybody, Radically Moderate here, back once again with a brilliant piece of journalism by National Public Radio, state-funded media. In Oklahoma, a woman was told to wait until she is crashing for abortion care. The molar pregnancy, J.C. Stain, would never become a baby. It was cancerous, though. At least, at the last hospital in Oklahoma she went to during her ordeal last month, Staten says staff told her and her husband that she could not get a surgical abortion until she became much sicker. They were very sincere. They weren't trying to be mean, Staten says, 25. This is all hearsay, by the way. This is completely hearsay. And NPR is publishing it as if it's fact. And guess what? They do not fact check it in the article. They said, the best we can do is tell you to sit in the parking lot. And if anything happens, we'll be ready for you. But we cannot touch you unless you are crashing in front of us or your blood pressure goes so high that you are fixing to have a heart attack. Oklahoma has 3 overlapping abortion bans with different and sometimes contradictory definitions and exceptions. A study published today, interpreted by a dumb NPR journalist, shows hospitals all over Oklahoma are struggling to interpret the laws and create policies that comply with state abortion bans. The resulting confusion have dangerous consequences for women like Staten. Oh my God. If only you guys didn't try to get if only you guys weren't advocating for abortion up until birth. You went too hard. You should have just left the issue alone. But instead you went hard and now there's pushback and you're going to have to deal with it. In a new study, no, guys, listen. I thought they'd call the hospital in question and ask for their statement of policies. Notice what's missing from the article, people. Why didn't they call the hospital and say, is it true you turned her away her cancerous abortion? And the hospital director would say, yes, that happened. We weren't sure how to follow the laws. That didn't happen because this is a fake news published by NPR to manipulate you and lie to you about topics. They hate you and they think you're dumb. To conduct the research, several young women called 34 hospitals in the state with a script saying they were pregnant for a time, trying to decide which Oklahoma hospital they could go to for care, trying to understand the hospital's policies and process for providing abortion if pregnancy centers arose. It's called a secret shopper methodology. We call it simulated patient methodology, says Dr. Heiser of University of Medicine and Director of Physicians for Human Rights, who is one of the study's authors. So she's definitely not biased, guys. Definitely not biased here at all. NPR brings up biased sources. We hadn't anticipated is what we'd found: the confusion, the contradictory statements, the misinformation. 3 of 34 hospitals said they just never provide abortions, even though there are exceptions written into laws. Except they can just be Christian hospitals and say, we will never provide abortions even if they're legal. Oh, ooh. Are they allowed to do that? Yes. So, the women's body as an incubator. Where's this quote? So, again, now we're going to quote the biased study author. I think one of the most frightening statements, which was one of the hospitals, was a person trying to be reasonable and said, oh, well, in the case of an emergency, we would try to use the woman's body as an incubator to just try to keep the pregnancy going as long as possible. I'm going to go ahead and say bullshit. Didn't happen. Never happened. Prove it. Prove it happened. Do you have a recording of it? Guys, I'm calling out this fake news. They say it's real. I don't buy it for a fucking second, and neither should you. If you like my content, leave a like down below, subscribe, and share with your friends.